sports. In Washington, D.C., there's a college football team whose offense is timed to the resonant beat of a bass drum. This team's players are hearing impaired, but not handicapped. They play to win and accept no excuses for losing.
And you owe me push-ups. That was early.
I love football. I have to participate in football.
I have no fear. I'm a football player.
At Gallaudet College, football players learn to be tough. Coaches prepare them for life on the field and beyond.
You got embarrassed that play. Look at me.
He taught me more than football. He taught me life.
Just one story from Football America, the TNT and NFL Film Special, brought to you by Reebok. World premiere tonight at 8 on TNT.
Football is a game with a rhythmic pulse that fills our autumn weekends. Millions watch the Super Bowl each January. Sometimes it's hard to separate the sport from the spectacle.
Young goes deep in the lead, got Jerry Rice. Touchdown 49ers! First touchdown of the game!
But football is a game born in the grassroots of America. It's a game that's played with pride. It's a game that is played with feeling.
We're always going to have some fun. You understand? We're going to have fun because we're going to kick people's ass.
2, 3. Stay right there.
This is a portrait of football America. A seamless garment, woven of ritual and emotion. Stretching from coast to coast. In some cases, even beyond. Football has a scope as rich and diverse as America itself. It's a game played with the exuberance of youth. It's a game played with a warrior's heart.
It's a violent, mean-ass war.
We love each other. Let's go out there and be a family and knock the crap out of people. Go.
This is a film of very personal stories.
I mean, she would even be a good mother if she wasn't a football coach, but being a football coach and being that good of a mother is excellent, I think.
He's not very famous, but if kids want a role model, I'd look at him.
He has the typical Western Pennsylvania arm. He's already thrown for more high school yards than Joe Namath, Dan Marino, and Joe Montana combined.
A lot of people don't realize that death is not a handicap. It don't stop you from doing anything. I have no fear. I'm a football player.
This is their story, and this is their game. Theirs is a game that glories in its toughness, its willingness to endure and play on when other games would not. Football can be played anywhere. Wherever there's 100 yards of open field. But there's only one way to play the game.
Get in there and hit them. Every single play. You. Everybody, let's go.
It may have started as a pastime, but it has grown into something more, something larger, something uniquely American.
Football is life. It's just working together and loving each other.
He's been called the next Dan Marino, and he's only a teenager. His story next on Football America.
Football America on TNT is brought to you by Pepcid AC. You can be heartburn-free with Pepcid AC, and by Slate's Dress Pants.
My mama, she makes the best chicken cacciatore this side of Italy. The best. But sometimes I get heartburn from my mama's cacciatore. So before I come over, I take a Pepcid AC. Forgive me, Mama.
My son loves my chicken cacciatore. But me, after one helping, the indigestions, I have to take a Pepcid AC.
Before a meal or after, Pepcid AC lets you eat the food you love.
Guarda che faccia sto figlio mio.
You can be heartburn-free with Pepcid AC.
Hello? Peter, pick up the phone. I hope you left already.
Evening.
Traffic is insane. I don't know how you're going to get across town. Anyway, everybody is here.
You know those pants that go from work to after work without missing a beat?
And there was an accident on the bridge, and they tore up 3rd Street.
These are those pants.
I hope you're not stuck someplace.
These are Slates.
Daddy?
I have your son. Give me $2 million.
Mel Gibson.
No ransom will ever be paid for my son.
Rene Russo.
Tell him that you were wrong.
You think I wouldn't do absolutely everything to get him back? Gary Sinise.
What's that?
Delroy Lindo.
The only priority is get your boy back.
You know Ron Howard film.
Hello!
On November 8th. Someone is going to pay. Give me back my son! Ransom. Rated R.
Before Michael became Air Jordan, Dr. J explored the stratosphere. Before the daring escapades of Pistol Pete, Bob Cousy threw caution to the wind. And before Bird versus Magic, there was Russell versus Chamberlain. Join host Denzel Washington for the celebration of NBA at 50. The heart, soul, and stories of the men who have made the game famous. World premiere Wednesday, November 13th on TNT.
Joe Bob Briggs, Monster Vision, Friday nights, TNT. They only gave me 8 goddamn sick hours.
I'm Bobby Ezor, an attorney with 1-800-Lawyers. Listen to what our clients are saying about us.
1-800-Lawyers gave me the personal service that today you really don't find out there in this community. Everyone's in a rush, everyone's hurrying, and at 1-800-Lawyers, my attorney took the time that I needed and we needed to make my case as successful as it could possibly be. I was very pleased.
We can help you too. Call 1-800-Lawyers, the right choice.
Sometimes less is more, especially when it comes to cars. Take Camry and Accord. They both offer less than Taurus, and they both charge you more. Ford Taurus, on the other hand, gives you more of what you want, like $1,000 cash back to go along with more standard safety features, or 1.9 financing, or $1,000 cash back. Taurus. Now there's more to afford at your Atlanta area Ford dealer, home of 5 of the top 10 sellers in America. Again.
Tony, all you had to do was pump him and hit him.
Welcome to Western Pennsylvania, cradle of quarterbacks in Football America.
We're going to be there all night now.
In Western Pennsylvania, small blue-collar towns like Trafford, Beaver Falls, and Monongahela take their football seriously. These rolling hills have nurtured a generation of great quarterbacks: Unitas, Namath, Montana, Marino. The search for the heir to this legacy leads to Penn Trafford High School, where number 12, Tony Zimmerman, threw for 2,600 yards and 35 touchdowns as a sophomore.
We were working out this summer, but we're still not where we should be right now. But
you mean you were working out alone?
Yeah.
That's what I thought you meant.
Head coach John Yacino never leaves his star pupil's side.
We still haven't got to where we should be right now.
And he never stops coaching.
As many points as we did in my sophomore year, but
the only numbers we're worried about.
Yeah, we're only concentrating on winning and losing this year, not scores.
Tony Zimmerman eagerly looks to a new season. But first, a Penn Trafford tradition. Each summer, Yacino takes his team to a secluded mountain camp for 7 days of intense preparation. Going to camp is customary in the pros.
Come on, let's get ready!
But at the high school level, only a few big-time programs demand this kind of commitment. As camp begins, Tony struggles to keep up. He's still limping after missing a full season with a knee injury. Now a senior, he's learning to play on a rebuilt leg and trying to regain his confidence.
First day, you could tell there was a little nervousness on his part and my part, just to see if his knee was going to hold out. This is all nice, and we're glad to see him back and everything, but the true test is Friday nights when you're out there on the field.
Tony's looking real good. He's moving, look at it, he's moving real well. In fact, he's moving a hell of a lot better than he moved as a sophomore, to tell you the truth. It looks clumsy, etc., but all braces do. You know, you used to look at Joe Namath, he looked like he couldn't walk.
For Tony and his teammates, this is a Spartan life. There are no phones and no TV, and the only music they hear comes from the mess hall.
I will give a 500 Bear credit for any two guys that could sing the school alma mater.
We'll remember deep in our hearts, Penn Trafford High, our warrior home.
Up and at 'em, guys. Let's go. 6 o'clock. Got 15 minutes. Up and at 'em, guys.
Come on, Animal, get up. Since 1972, I've been taking teams to this camp up in the Poconos called Camp Canadensis. We go up there as like a raw team, and when we come back, we're ready for the battle. We're well-oiled. It's very difficult up there. We practice 4 times a day. We're on the field at 6:30. Go, Cabin 2, on the line. The bear crawls, it's become a tradition. We give them for various things that maybe a cabin doesn't do. In Cabin 1 at 3,700 the first day. They did 3,700 yards of bear crawls. That's Zimmerman's cabin. Get down, Zimmerman, you're cheating. Don't you barf on this field. Go on the other side of the road. How could you barf when there's nothing in your stomach? Tony Zimmerman is 6'3", he's 210 pounds, he has a tremendous arm, he has a real cannon. He has the typical Western Pennsylvania arm. He's already thrown for more high school yards than Joe Namath, Dan Marino, and Joe Montana combined in their high school careers, and he did it in 1 year.
I think he took me under his wing freshman ball. He moved me up to practice with the varsity and stuff, and he's been looking out for me. He's kind of like my second dad. He's a good guy.
Casino knows Tony's value. With him as a sophomore, the team was 9-1. Without him, the next year, they were 2-8.
It was a long haul to get back. It was like over a year to get back in shape and right where I was my sophomore year. At first, I thought maybe I'd have a little thoughts of I don't want to run too far, get hit or anything like that. But I feel it's fine now. It's the only remembrance I have of it is because I have to put a brace on every day. But other than that, it's gone. The knee's fully recovered. It's fine. It's forgotten in my mind.
With each full contact scrimmage, Tony's knee actually gets stronger and the team comes closer together. On the 6th day, Coach Yosino gives his team a break. Instead of morning practice, he leads them on an 8-mile hike. But this exercise has its reward. At the end of the trail is a swimming hole, where for a few precious moments, the players are back on summer vacation.
Evan, jump off of the rock.
Hey guys, we gotta go. Let's go. Hurry up. You're on the field in an hour.
Tony's 1-week progress has been dramatic. His knee is sound, and the offense is back on track. Only the bear crawls get worse and worse.
What the hell are you doing? Do your bear crawls right. Get your ass down.
The camp closes with a rookie talent show. As the team prepares to leave its mountain retreat, spirits are high for the second coming of Tony Zimmerman.
right now I feel that you guys are probably have come as far as anybody's ever come here at Canadensis. It's a different story this year. We're ready to play football. I don't know of anybody that goes 4 days like we did up at Canadensis. And tonight's going to tell the tale. Who is ready to step forward? Who's ready to go up to the next notch? This is the game right here that's going to tell us. It's opening the door. And tonight's payday. Right out there is where it happens. It happens nowhere else.
Let's go, boys. This is it.
It's between you, right here, right here, right here, and God. Here we go, here we go. Come on, God. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Kick some ass. Let's go. Ready?
The first test is top-ranked North Hills.
Come up and hit him. First down, son of a bee. Thought your ass. You is your man forever.
Tony's comeback season gets off to a rocky start.
Too late. Tony, all you had to do was pump him and hit him. Come on, Tony. Hold on, Tony. You can't stand there and read the label on the ball. You got to get rid of it. And Murph. If I had you by the jugular vein, I'd pull it off. You don't know what it is to have guts. You don't know what it is to have intestinal fortitude. You think it's a big game out there, big joke. That offensive line should rather get their cut off than to let the quarterback get sacked. You got the body of a giant, and you got the heart of a pee-pee. Hell, my little grandson has a bigger heart than you, and he's only 2 years old.
Just do the things we know how to do. We did it in scrimmages, practices, everything. Just pick it up right now. This is only new meat out there. That's all it is. They know how explosive our offense is. Just take what they give us. Just take what they give us. Let's go! Let's go right now! We're on the move!
There's the Tony we all know and love.
That was Quentin. Let's go. Come on, think of what I'm saying.
All right, Tony, you're home. Let's go. And there he is, wide open.
All right, now we're rolling. Now we're rolling. Hey, that's all we needed. We just needed a couple plays under our belt.
Quick read. Virginovich is open.
Now we're there. Now we know what it's like. We're going to be there all night now.
The Penn Trafford rally falls short. But with their second-half comeback, Tony and his teammates set their season on the right course. The team goes on to win its next 10 games, and Tony gets better each week.
We're not stopping. We're scoring every time.
Tony's knee injury becomes a distant memory. A season that began with doubt ends with Tony being named High School Player of the Year in Pennsylvania.
We're here to watch Tony Zimmerman's trophy touchdown pass.
Tony fulfills a dream when he's selected to play in the annual Big 33 game between the Pennsylvania and Ohio All-Stars. Namath, Montana, and Marino all played in this game. Now Zimmerman is added to the list, joining the quarterback legends of Western Pennsylvania and Football America.
Don't look inside. You were looking inside the whole time. Look up.
Stay tuned for football with a feminine touch.
Beginning next winter, and for every championship season to follow, a new network dedicated to covering sports as never before. From CNN and Sports Illustrated comes CNN SI, the 24-hour sports news network.
It's too big! I'm going over react!
Good friends are hard to come by, especially if you hate their guts. Hit the road with Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin in one of the new classics, Midnight Run, tomorrow at 9 on TNT Saturday Nitro.
What has the models this year looking so happy? Is it the new fall look? Insiders say no. Blame those smiling faces on Dave Thomas, Wendy's founder, and his new grilled chicken sandwich. It's absolutely smashing. Bigger, plumper, and juicier than ever. With this all-white meat filet, the girls have found a delicious chicken sandwich they can enjoy today. And still fit into that size 6 tomorrow. Dave, what's new for spring?
Well, short sleeves are always nice.
Fabulous.
Try Wendy's new plumper, juicier grilled chicken sandwich. Can't believe he broke it at the company picnic.
Incredible. Our employee health plan covers him, right?
Not deductibles or co-payments.
So he has to lay out his own money.
Your health plan can work better with Aflac.
Supplemental insurance from Aflac helps cover the unexpected costs of recovery so you can give your employees the protection they need and deserve.
Any ideas?
Yeah, Aflac.
Aflac, insuring over 40 million people worldwide.
I came here to do one thing, win another one. Pro Player jackets come in home colors of all 30 NFL teams and reverse to the away colors. That's right, guys. We're going to do things my way now. Get them at Foot Locker, the place where it all begins. The Pro Player reversible jacket. Reverse it.
This year, over 400,000 aluminum radiators will corrode and fail. But Prestone Antifreeze bonds with aluminum, forming the Prestone Zone of protection against corrosion. It's your car. Protect it in the Prestone Zone. And now there's a new Prestone Antifreeze with a new low-tox formula for an extra margin of safety around pets and wildlife. New Prestone Low-Tox. It's extra protection in the Prestone Zone.
Bills Patriots, Sunday, October 27th at 7 on TNT. Don't miss a game.
24-valve V6, more torque than Lexus ES300. More horses than BMW 528i. Automobile Magazine named Millenia S an all-star 2 years in a row. Millenia. Leases start at $339 a month, $1,000 down.
Passion for the road.
Dark things are stirring at Six Flags.
Fright Fest. The biggest Halloween party of the year.
Experience the most ghastly haunted house of them all, Frightorium, and shows like Arania's Manhunt and Dr. Fright's Dead Man's Party. The entire park crawls with legions of ghouls as it becomes the biggest, most exciting Halloween party of the year, with heart-pounding thrill rides and tons of frightful family fun. Save on Six Flags admission with coupons from Kroger and Hardee's. Fright Fest, going on now through November 3rd and only at Six Flags.
She's a wife, a mother, and a damn good football coach.
You get them knees up and start pumping. Run over there, bud. You can do it. Come on, let's go, Greg. Let's get fired up.
In the tiny town of Raymond, Mississippi, Hines Community College has built a football program unlike any other. The practices may look like practices anywhere, but they're the only ones that sound like this.
Go after it. There you go. Good, good.
Hines is the only college football team with a woman coach, Dot Murphy.
What are you going to do if we catch them in a true cover two? Don't look inside. You were looking inside the whole time. Look up like you're pressing a fade.
The first time I found out that I had a female as a receiver coach, I was like, does she really know what she's going to be doing?
He may sit there, but when he sees both of y'all go, he should come on over some.
Out-of-staters come in, you know, sometimes they're going, wow, I've never seen a woman football coach. Do you have a lot of women football coaches in Mississippi? Coaching is coaching. You know, there are a lot of people who have a world of knowledge, and they're not very good coaches because they don't relate to kids well.
You know what I'm saying?
I had no doubts that whatever she wanted to coach, she could coach. So that was a very easy decision for me, even though we were plowing new ground, you know, in that process.
Dot was an All-American basketball player and coach at Mississippi University before switching to her first love, football.
Get him down, let's go! Well, you think of normally coaches, when you mess up, getting down there, grabbing your face mask, saying, hey, let's go, let's play ball, you know. And the first time we were scrimmaging when I was a freshman, she got down there with the receivers and D-backs and said, hey, let's go. And she's grabbing them and throwing them around. I said, hey, man, this is football here.
Get on down and keep that part of your hand pushing on his butt right there. Pushes. You know what? That's the only way he knows where your hand is. You know that.
The worst thing, finding the bathroom. You know, there's no bathroom for you go to all these field houses and there's no ladies' bathroom. So sometimes you have to wait a long time. Or you have to go run up to the service station, you know, or something.
Dot and her husband, Gene, worked as assistants together on the Hines staff. Gene was promoted to head coach in 1987, and since then, this mom-and-pop operation has produced 9 straight winning seasons.
Good job!
Tank! Tank! Tank!
They seem to have a great relationship. Of course, there's times, just like a husband-wife relationship, you know, that they're at each other's throat. But that's true of coaching staffs in general anyway.
Leave me alone.
Gee, I'm trying to talk to you about offense.
Get the receivers to flip-flop where we don't have that anymore.
I did. I'm asking you another question.
I give her a hard time on the field. You don't think about wife over here is doing this. You think about, that's my receiver coach, and I want it done this way. Now get down there and get it done.
Is that a first down? Is it a first down?
I don't know. Calm down. Get your formation ready. Woo! Woo!
Dang, my ear.
We accept the fact that most of it is just part of the game, you know, and it's just something that we happen to go through, and it's just part of us. Being a female, sometimes he hurts my feelings more than I hurt his.
That's the receiver screwing up, Paul.
Dot and Jean try to keep their work separate from their home life, but it's almost impossible. At their dinner table, the alphabet soup is all X's and O's.
Yell the play out, and I said, what do you think they're doing, lip reading or something? They can't hear you. She was just trying to get their attention.
They say, Dad, would you please talk, we're not at school, please talk about something besides football.
Tom couldn't get the snap from Robert today.
But they're used to it, and when we talk about me getting out or Coach Murphy getting out, they don't, oh no, you know, there are parts of it that they like.
They just seem to be as content as they can possibly be. The best of my knowledge, this is the way it's been all their life. I think when the Childs were born, there probably was a bottle in one hand and a football in the other.
I feel real proud of her. I think that she's a real good football coach and a good mother.
I mean, she would even be a good mother if she wasn't a football coach, but being a football coach and being that good of a mother is excellent, I think.
Dot also serves as Hines' academic advisor. She helps players gain admission to senior colleges and possibly a shot at the pros.
That's just going to be points right there, you know, I mean, the way
10 of her players have gone to the NFL.
It makes me feel really good, and this is the mother part, I guess, the way their personalities change, their self-esteem changes. You feel like you've done something to help change the rest of that young man's life.
To be honest with you, she's the best coach on the staff. Now, I usually don't say that too publicly because I don't want the boss to fire me for saying it.
Come on, Coach, get him up there. It's not what a lot of people envision when they say, oh, it's a female coach. The bottom line is that the job gets done, and for me, I don't think I'd have it any other way.
Here we go.
Hines takes an 8-0 record into its game against Jones Junior College. Hines has been ranked #1 in the National Junior College poll most of the season. The team needs only 2 more wins to complete its first perfect season in 40 years. The Hines players are feeling the pressure. So are the coaches.
All right, just call it. Come on. Look, we all just a little uptight. Can't get our head down and score. It's 3-3. We're not playing our game, are we? Let's just calm down, peck away at it, okay? Everybody take a deep breath.
Not X. What the devil we running 95 to X, Doc? That's devil X. You don't have a 95 over here.
3 wide! 3 wide! 2 out! 2 wide! 3 out! Big! Big! Over 2 hip!
Finally, the offense awakens. Dot's receivers make the plays that put the Eagles ahead.
You get them knees up and start pumping, run over their butts. You can do it. Come on, let's go, Greg. Let's get fired up. Everybody pulling together over here now. Everybody pulling together. Let's go. Come on, get it. Let's go. Come on, y'all.
Jones comes back to reclaim the lead.
Come on, guys. Cover. Over there.
And the Murphy's best laid plans unravel in the sultry Delta night. Jones pulls off the upset and hands the Eagles their first loss. Hines' bid for a perfect season is over, and their #1 ranking is gone.
I know you're hurting right now. I know that it's a great deal of disappointment. I can't begin to get inside of you and soothe the wound. I can't soothe it for myself. And I challenge you tonight. I challenge you tonight not to forget where we have come from. Men, I challenge you tonight. You are a great team. Men, step forward. Correct your mistakes and let's go to the top one more time.
I have a place and I have a role. We're all here for a common goal, and that is to build the best football program here at Hinds Community College that we can build, and I'm just a small part of that.
College rivalries. Their echo is the soundtrack of autumn in football America.
Welcome to the 89th renewal of the Army-Navy Classic, the greatest rivalry in all sports.
Texas A&M. Florida State, Florida. Notre Dame, Southern California. Michigan, Ohio State. Auburn, Alabama. Army, Navy. These games are the essence of college football mounted on a national stage. These are games where history is made and legends are born. Far from the glare of big-time college football are the prairies of North Dakota. Once the crops have been harvested, the thoughts of every North Dakotan turn to one of the oldest and fiercest rivalries in the nation. The universities of North Dakota and North Dakota State are preparing to meet for the 101st time.
A little slippery, all a little slippery. This is good bison weather.
The head coach at North Dakota State is Rocky Hager.
Asked me where the perfect place to be buried would be on Dakota Field in the 50-yard line.
His passion for the game is like fire on a field of ice.
Gotta have a field now, gotta have a field. Fragile field, but it's gotta be higher today. Let's go.
Although he's won a pair of Division II national championships, his Bison have lost to the North Dakota Fighting Sioux the last 3 years.
That's what have your feet underneath the small target, Matthew. That a boy.
Yeah, it may snow later. Think so? Yeah.
North Dakota head coach Roger Thomas is ice to Rocky Hager's fire.
And if it feels like you're there and it's not there, it's not there. We'll go, accelerate, accelerate.
Though his team now enjoys the upper hand in the series, they were previously defeated by the Bison 12 years in a row. These coaches personify the century-old rivalry, where fire and ice collide on the playing fields of North Dakota.
This place has a lot of tradition. You look at the All-Americans back along the wall, and the championships up on that wall and that kind of stuff. God, I don't want to be the one to ruin it.
I sometimes fail to see where all the pressure is.
Hey, boys and girls.
I become a fan once in a while. I almost step back, even during the game a little bit, and you watch your players and all the emotion. You say, this is kind of fun.
It's time we do things to force these son of guns to have some respect for us. They'll never voice it. You can go 11-1. They'll never voice it. If the one is to those son of a guns north of us, your season's not a success.
I told the team this week, hey, you guys enjoy the week. I mean, who wouldn't want to play in front of a huge crowd that's screaming for you and against you?
It's a violent, mean-ass war.
They pester the daylights out of you. They make it dang tough to endure. And these years need some silence.
But silence is impossible in the week leading up to the game, as a line is drawn down the middle of Main Street, North Dakota.
North Dakota State playing the UND, 2 North Dakota teams, there's 1 winner. North Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
The state wins recognition. They think we're cold, we're bizarre, we're goofy living up here.
If the Sioux win this game, we don't have to listen to Rocky cry for the next 364 days.
Well, my grandpa was a barber back in Bowdoin, and we made the comment that you really haven't had your team arrive until every barbershop in the state is talking about the good that your team does.
And they just are on one side of the fence or the other. They draw a line right in the snow.
And Sioux fans are so arrogant.
God bless America, and God bless the Fighting Sioux.
Well, it's just their breeding.
It's the prima donnas against the blue-collar boys, you know?
We're hardy people here, and we build character.
You flush a toilet at NDSU, you take a drink at UND, same water.
What we say is if you want to go into farming, you go to NDSU.
Here we go, boys, and here we go! Suicide!
If you want to own the farm, you go to UND. This would be the Civil War of North Dakota.
Hail Bison, with the tails up in the air! University, university, you can guess what's under there!
What we have here is a Norwegian luxury box. This is what we got to do to keep warm, and inside there we can go up about 28 feet, you know, and then we got 20-inch television, you know, and we got it all heated, you know.
And if it gets too warm, the roof opens up so we can cool off.
Oh yeah, this is we had the same architect that did the Toronto Dome. That all opens up.
Whether at the stadium or on television, 90% of North Dakota watches the game. Interest is so high that 24 cities across the country set up satellite feeds for the alumni of both schools.
We love the sunshine. It's warm here. We're watching those guys, and everybody's freezing cold. We're like, nice and warm here.
We're great buddies every day of the year, except today.
The symbol of the series is the Nickel Trophy, with a Sioux warrior on one side and a bison on the other. It represents one of the oldest range wars in football America.
You freshman guys today, don't shut up the whole day. You got me? That's your job. Some of you guys would be high-paid cheerleaders today on the sideline.
Damn special. Thanks for making my life a lot more livable and a lot better. Let's get after these sons of
Relax, will you please? Some of you guys like you saw a damn ghost, all right? Let's relax here.
Don't leave a frickin' down! Get your ass going! Let's get under We gotta come out and execute the way we're capable. Come on! Let's go! Oh, you gotta win it, baby!
Josh. Come on, Josh. Hurry, Josh. Hurry, Josh. Hurry.
Perfect defense, and we just screwed up. Screwed up front.
Hey, they've come back a bunch of times this year, Hill. They've come back.
You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay.
pace of Roger Thomas overcame Rocky Hager's fire.
Scoreboard has never and will never tell us how much we love you.
Guys, that was a great win. That was fun. Let's just scream one more time.
Coming up next, the man they call Father Football.
Saturday, take a trip in a time machine. Destination 1955.
Whoa, this is heavy. He's a very strange young man.
Leah Thompson, Michael J. Fox. Back to the Future. Saturday, 8:05 Eastern, turn to TBS.
Celebrating 50 years of the NBA. The season begins November 1st on TNT and TBS.
Excuse me, where's the phone?
You know those pants that always fit?
Thank you all. Thank you for coming. Your support is crucial. Absolutely crucial.
Where's the phone?
Congratulations. There you are. Come on. We don't do here. No.
These are those pants. These are Slate's.
Hey, Jimmy, how's the leg?
Leg's just fine.
Doesn't look too good.
No pain at all?
The way you banged it up the other day?
No problem. Doctor gave me Tylenol. Extra strength.
Tylenol? Is that kind of pain?
Just watch me, son.
For the pain of traumatic injuries, Tylenol is recommended the most by doctors.
Hey, Brad. How's my leg?
Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
Face it, no other razor shaves closer or with more comfort than Gillette Sensor XL. Soft microfins that protect your skin and individually spring-mounted twin blades that adjust to your face. No razor feels more comfortable during your shave or leaves your face smoother after. Gillette Sensor XL. And try new Gillette Shave Gel. Now, the best gel takes care of your skin, too.
He's a young field general who also pilots fighter planes. So the next time you see him pick apart a defense, remember, Drew knows air. Bills Patriots, Sunday, October 27th at 7. The NFL's on TNT.
Unchain the big boys and watch them rip into action. 100% live on WCW Monday Nitro every Monday night at 8 on TNT.
Attention consumers of Decatur, Atlanta, and all of north central Georgia. Due to a drastic inventory surplus, Tron-Kelly Nissan is now forced to price all 1996 Nissans at $1,000 below invoice. $1,000 below invoice. This forced reduction in effect on over 250 units. Maximus, Pathfinders, Sentras, Altimas trucks. Every 96 Tron-Kelly Nissan priced $1,000 under invoice. This is a limited time offer, so hurry to Tron-Kelly Nissan, 1625 Church Street, Decatur.
This car is equipped with just about every safety device available today, like safety glass, airbag, seat and shoulder belts. And the Nationwide Insurance Company fought for every one of them. Unfortunately, the safety device that saves the most lives was ignored.
No, thanks. I'm driving.
In Duluth, call Jimmy Bruce. In Oakwood, call Mike Dixon. For all your insurance needs, remember, Nationwide is on your side.
26 teams, one man's life in football America. On the sunny coast of Southern California, the Agoura High School football team prepares for another season. One voice stands out on the practice field, the voice of Coach Bob Blecken.
Okay, now watch to be equidistant. Jared, make sure you're equidistant. Lee, now you got to recalibrate since he moved.
We can be sitting in the middle of a drill or a practice, and you can ask him a question, and all of a sudden it's like he's 30 years in the past, and he's talking about his childhood like it was yesterday. It's great. Not only is practice fun, it's also like a little bit of a history lesson thrown in.
There's tremendous timing in this, and it's learned behavior. That's why we need to work on this.
I respect this guy probably more than anyone I've probably ever met.
Oh, good hands, guy. Let's go. You got it. You got it.
He has a football game next week, and all I know is that I am dropping everything to go see him play. Hey, you got the love for the game, you're never too old.
Bob Blecken still plays football at the age of 60. He's an offensive tackle with the Ventura Cardinals of the Pacific Football League. He began playing in 1949 at Covina High School. He wore a leather helmet and blocked in a single-wing offense. Over time, leather helmets became obsolete. Bob never did. He has played 45 seasons, more than 500 games, more minutes of organized football than anyone who ever lived, and he still performs at an all-star level.
60 years old, man. Out here playing like he's getting recruited by somebody, you know. Bob's no different than your 25-year-olds, you know. I got to give the guy credit. I mean, at 60 years old, I'd be lucky to get out of bed.
They can't believe it. Last time we played here, one of my young defensive linemen, which is very quick, we took him out of the game because Bob just tore him up. He's not very famous, but if kids want a role model, I'd look at him before I would all these $3 and $4 million prima donna.
Bob is a family man with 10 grandchildren. Away from the game, he's a noted computer scientist.
Bob has a tremendous scientific background. Computer science, artificial intelligence, robotics. The institute where I met him, in fact, developed what's today known as the internet. At that time, it was done for the military. It's astonishing. He's capable to withstand tremendous punishment and come back and be as on top of the situation Monday morning as anybody I've ever seen. So it's a pretty astonishing characteristic. The guy's superhuman in some ways.
Bob played for George Allen at Whittier College and was a Detroit Lion draft pick in 1956. Might seem like a come-down playing for a misfit team and practicing on a 20-yard strip of grass in a public park. But for Bob Blecken, it's still the same game with the same timeless allure.
About the third or fourth practice we came out, I saw Bob come walking out. I saw he's older, and I said, cool, another coach. All of a sudden, I started seeing him suiting up, and I'm like, oh, is this guy crazy? I mean, I'm 26, and I'm having a hard time getting out of bed on Monday still.
Now, my fault. My question is, we've got an even, but I'm uncovered. Now, I'm down blocking because it's an even.
It's got great technique. You're going to see great form. You're going to see 100% effort. But don't let Bob fool you. You got a split personality, though. He can be down and dirty and intense, and he can get after it there.
They don't know until, like I say, they don't know until he pulls off his helmet to see. I mean, they're shocked, they're stunned that they've been playing against a normal man like that, and he's taking advantage of them. That's the thing.
We're doing it for us.
Let's go 4-0.
Semi-pro football attracts a colorful cast. Truck drivers, bricklayers, bikers, bouncers, and the man they call Father Football.
He's the most amazing old guy I've ever saw. In fact, you don't want to call him old. He's 6'5", about 280. I call him Mr. Blecken. If you ever watch the semi-pro game, these guys, you know, work full jobs all their lives, and all of a sudden they want to go out Sunday and get beat up and everything and go through that. They're all nuts. I don't want to be around those guys any longer than I have to be. I'm certainly not going to walk on the field and talk to some guy and ask him why this old man beat you up. I mean, he might slit my throat right there.
On game day, the Ventura team dresses in a roller rink. In the gypsy game of sandlot football, no one gets paid. And no one knows who will show up from one week to the next.
A player that just showed up is our quarterback, and he lives about 3 hours away and doesn't have reliable transportation, so he misses a lot of games. And when he's here, we typically win. I think what somebody did is send a bus fare or something.
What's his name?
Don't ask questions like that.
You don't know the quarterback's name?
Heck no. He probably doesn't know my name either.
Everybody come in here for a minute. Listen, we're out of the leagues. These are being credited with a forfeit win. Let's give them a big
burger and knock the hell out of them and go 4-0 for the rest of the year. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Pro right, pro right.
The Cardinals don't play for the roar of the crowd because in Ventura, there isn't one. Only a few friends and relatives attend the game against the Palmdale Dolphins. While the skill level falls short of NFL standards, the aggression does not.
Down the field, Audible! Come on, Glenn!
Hey, it was an arm that was trapped and I let go of it. Why do you think I have my arm out there?
Just play. Stop rationalizing. Hey, you want to relax? It's 3rd and long. We got a penalty. I'm not punting. I want a first down, and I want you to go score. We're calling a first down play right now. Let's see what kind of you got on offense. Go play and get a first down. I'm not punting it. Go, play. Let's go.
Get a first down now. Hey, when he be on TV, he's going to go bleep, bleep, bleep. bleep. Censor. I said a bleep. And a bleep. And a bleep.
The semi-pro game may look innocent, but it can be even more violent than the NFL. In the minor leagues, every player goes all out, but not every player is under control. The result is a lot of hard hits, hard falls, and hard feelings.
Remember me from the Bandits. Love you, baby. Wow. I got your boy right here, baby.
In this stormy and dangerous sea, Bob Bleckin is an island of calm.
Hey, we can do it. We'll do it. Plenty of time.
That was Jersey! What is with these refs?
They're not doing real well today.
Don't yell at me.
Guys, we should have scored by now. Let's concentrate. Next time, let's take it in. We got to take it in.
He's got to call the damn plays I call so we can score.
The Dolphins win the game and Ventura finishes the season with a 2-7 record. But there are no bad football seasons for Bob Bleckin. He cherishes every play.
Best football player I ever played against my entire life, man.
Enjoy.
We didn't quite get it done today, but we played together and we played well as a team. We'd ask that you inspire everybody that can possibly make it to practice, because we need to get better. We're out here playing because you've given us the opportunity to do that. You've given us the body, the health, and that special frame of mind where we can play the greatest game on earth. Amen.
Amen.
How could I not be involved in football? Why wouldn't I be involved in football? And so it's a little bit violent. Is that bad? Certainly it's legal. I'd like to think of myself as a gentle warrior who can still go out to battle. You know, I would think most people would just be totally shocked to say, you mean this guy goes out every year and has to fight and win for a starting position? And he does that? But yeah, if somebody were to say, gosh, you can go out there at age 60 and compete with these young guys, couldn't be done. And it probably can't be done. And you probably cannot play contact football at my age. So now, given that you can't do it at my age, then people ask, well, do you think you can do it for another 5 years? I'm not sure how it's happening now. Miracles do happen. Why God has blessed me so that I could play football at my age, I certainly don't know. He just must love me very much.
This is where the dream takes shape. Youth football. Pop Warner football. This is where millions of youngsters are introduced to the game. Here on crisp autumn days, weaving through an open field, they can live out their fantasies. In Akron, Ohio, football is not a fantasy, but part of a harsh reality. Akron was once the rubber capital of the world. But during the recession, most of the tire plants closed. Unemployment soared, and the town fell on hard times. Through it all, one of the things that kept the Akron community together was the Parent Pee Wee Football Association. Its director is Gary Steffi, a retired rubber plant worker, and Pee Wee football's pocket-sized czar.
It's a good volunteer program. It's been going since about 1958.
Stay on your block, stay on your block, stay on your block. Good job, good job, good job.
Anybody in the league will tell you I won't sit the fence. I got a phone call that the touchdown down there, he was out of bounds. Now, he was 3 or 4 yards in, I know.
His name's Commissioner. He got to check our pass, make sure everything is all right before we can play.
He ain't got no shoulder pads on. I said, you don't have shoulder pads on? He said, well, I don't need them. I'm mean. Now, that's an 8-year-old kid. I gotta undress you right now.
He, like, check you, see if your stuff tight and all that. Like, if you got on your jockey strap.
You do. I'm glad you got your jock. Earrings and long hair, I can't go. You. Get your helmet on. I used to tell the kids anything out from under the helmet belonged to me. I got in a lot of trouble because these coaches tell them how mean I am. They say, see that little fat gray? I don't like what they call me. It's hard to get anybody to take my place. See, I have to work, well, 12 months out of the year on football. Schedules, coaches, fields, everything. And it takes a lot of time. We haven't been on a vacation in how long?
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
You know, the reason I don't complain about him being in it, I always said there's a lot of worse things he could have been doing.
What's my wife doing? I run things around the house. I run the sweeper and all that other stuff. Don't I? She don't look too happy coming here. I didn't do a thing. I've been an angel. I've been standing here just praying to the Pope. Only thing, these little fellas, they're little showboats. Jasper. And they're little fakers. What are we gonna do with you? These kids all spit. You ever notice?
No. I never noticed.
You're not downwind of them.
No.
Like, you get to knock them down on their butt, and like, if your mom says you don't punch anybody, it's just like punching somebody. It's really cool.
There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Stay low, stay low, stay low. I don't want you pity-pattying around out there.
The league is a bridge connecting the generations, allowing Akron's youngsters and adults to interact in a constructive way.
Many of our children come from single-parent homes. The fact that you do have an adult male role model that's being provided by these children participating in Pee Wee football is going to help with whatever those areas are in their lives that are lacking.
Wednesday is game day for Antonio Sykes of the Football Rangers. This is the day Antonio gets to wear his jersey to his 4th grade class. It's a source of pride for Antonio, who is a team captain in only his 2nd year of organized football. Living on Akron's south side, Antonio does not have much contact with kids from other social backgrounds, only what he experiences through the melting pot of Pee Wee football. Antonio is one of the best players in his age group, and he's gaining confidence as a team leader.
Watch the ball, man. It's right in front of you, man. Why you hit him late? What? Why you hit him late? Oh, late hit. It ain't funny.
Man, you out.
Get out. Get out.
Yay. Come here, stop. Turn around, and you go right back the way you came. Understand? Head right down there and go back down that sideline now. Or you ain't gonna play football. You don't run through another team. That's a bunch of BS running through another team. I won't take any sass off of a kid. I won't take it off of my own kids. I won't take it off of my grandkids. And when I got a little 8, 9-year-old boy telling me where to go and this and that, I ain't gonna take it. Take this here and tuck her in. Because, see, that's a handle. I can lead you anywhere on the field I want. They used to call me Little Caesar. I eased up a lot since then, haven't I?
You were a lot stricter.
I think if they can get a little respect and discipline, a little physical fitness there, conditioning, I think it'd be good for them. When you look around, you see kids playing college ball and going up to the pros. You figure you did something.
Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the end of an era as Gary and Dorothy Steffi have decided to step down as head commissioner and president of the Parent Pee Wee Football Association. For 33 years, the Steffis have directed the operations of the Parent Pee Wee League with great compassion, concern, and care. It is estimated that more than 30,000 young people have participated in the Parent Pee Wee League during the past 33 years.
You have lost many kids over the years. God bless you. You're a good man.
We tried.
Thank you so much.
Here, you get it.
Dorothy and Gary, on behalf of the players, coaches, and parents of the Pee Wee Football Association, both past and present, thank you for dedicating your lives to the youth of Akron. We will forever be grateful for your contributions to the betterment of life in our area.
You can put that anywhere you want it, Don. You're, no, I didn't mean that way.
Gary Steffi's legacy is the thousands of young lives he's shaped over the years. It's the growth of Antonio Sykes and other youngsters like him for whom Steffi built a field of dreams. It was a 30-year labor of love.
Do a job you enjoy. If you want to go dig ditches and you enjoy digging ditches, do it. Don't have a job you got to fight to go to every day. But if you do a job, do it right.
Coming up next, football on the Alaskan frontier.
Here are 2 more chances to relive the glory of America's passion. Get into Football America next. And tomorrow night at 9, imagine traveling cross-country with the most annoying person in the world. Check out Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin in Midnight Run.
Football America on TNT is brought to you by MasterCard. MasterCard, it's smart money. And by Prestone Antifreeze. Protect your car in the Prestone zone.
How far can MasterCard take you? Here in Australia, MasterCard takes you into the future. The new MasterCard Cash Card. A MasterCard you can use just like cash. It's happening right now down under, and it's on its way here.
3 out of 4 new car radiators are made of aluminum, thin, lightweight, and under tremendous stress. This year, over 400,000 aluminum radiators will hit, corrode, and fail. Protect your car in the Prestone Zone. Prestone Antifreeze bonds with aluminum, forming the Prestone Zone of dual protection against corrosion and temperature extremes. Don't put your car at risk. Protect it in the Prestone Zone.
Last year I was a rookie. I made a few rookie mistakes. Ouch. But this year, I'm a seasoned pro. So when I see an opening, I'm gone.
That's why you'll find Rashawn Salam at Champ Sports. It's the place seasoned pros like him get the authentic Reebok stuff, like the Reebok Vicious Mid-Trainers.
Nice.
Cool wind shirts. And the new Odyssey jackets.
He must be a rookie.
Champ Sports. 1-800-2-BE-FIRST.
After changing the way you look at television, Curtis Mathis is changing the way you use it.
This is interactive television. It's like brains for your TV.
Hello.
John. One world, one box.
Can't believe what this babe can do.
Introducing UniView from Curtis Mathis. Plug your TV into a whole new world.
Get a week's worth of action every Saturday night. Check out TNT's Saturday Nitro.
Let's go. To avoid salespeople, some people shop after car dealers are closed.
Did you hear that?
Or so they thought.
That's my shape.
Customers on the lot.
At Wade Ford Mercury, take your time, look around. We've got a great selection and great prices. Just $10,888 for a Ranger XLT or $229 a month for an F-150 Super Cab. There are car dealers, and there's Wade Ford Mercury in Buford, your good friend dealer.
Where else can you find such a huge selection of brand name furniture at North Carolina prices? Brownlee's Furniture in Lawrenceville. Drive a little, save a lot on over $4 million worth of inventory in our huge warehouse showroom. You'll find over 300 dining room and bedroom groups in stock, all brand names. 2 acres of furnishings under roof. Furniture moves so fast, we need a traffic light. We're only 2 blocks from Gwinnett Medical Center at Highway 316. We're hard to find, but worth it. Brownlee's Furniture, 309 Maltby Street in Lawrenceville.
Return to Football America at the foot of a glacier. The rugged face of Alaska is timeless and majestic. On its southern edge, behind a towering wall of ice, lies the port city of Juneau. The gold rush brought the first settlers over Thunder Mountain in 1880. Today, in the shadow of Mendenhall Glacier, a new generation of pioneers has built a football program on the rocky plain at Juneau Douglas High School.
The little I know about geology is this glacier at one time went all the way down past the airport, and in all the thousands of years it's backed up to where it is now. And this is just glacier silt. It's kind of a volcanic type ash that's very abrasive. Most of the kids have scrapes, cuts, bruises. It's hard. I mean,
wait till it gets
this is hard as a rock.
Warm for a day, and then it'll cook it.
It's the type of the field that when it rains, things start working their way up to the topsoil. You'll see the kids every once in a while bend over, pick up a rock, throw it off the field, or whatever happens to be on the field, a piece of glass or a piece of wood that's stuck up out of the dirt. We'll line them all up from sideline to sideline, and we'll walk down 110 yards and come back 110 yards, and we figure if we have 40 kids and they each pick up 10 rocks on the way down and 10 on the way back, we've got 800 rocks off the field. That shouldn't leave more than 2,000 or 3,000 left to pick up the next week. Okay. Hey, hold it. Who's supposed to be talking in here?
I'm sorry, Coach.
Line me up a
Dave
line.
Haney's coaching staff reflects the diversity of Alaska.
We have a unemployment officer.
We need to do this more often, I guess.
Our 2 specialty team coaches are both policemen. Jeep Rice works for the Fish and Game.
Deep, shallow, over the goal line.
Well, we have a taxi cab driver.
Be a linebacker, okay? When they asked me if I wanted to come up and be the linebacker coach, I told them I'd come up here and do anything. I'll be a hash mark for you. I don't care. There's no road system out of Juneau. We have 137 miles of internal road system, but we're not connected to the outside at all. You get here by boat or by airplane, and that's it. Our budget is astronomical. There's always something going on to try and raise money.
Right now, we have a deficit of $12,000, and that doesn't get us through the last 2 travel games.
We don't just jump on a bus and go play a football game. We travel to Anchorage. We play teams up by Fairbanks, and it costs about $10,000 a week. I'd hate to see the kids go this far and then have the season called off because we can't pay for them to play. That'd be a tragedy.
You have to really pressure the kids starting on day 1. When they show up to get their pads, they're getting coupon books or raffle tickets to sell. And we tell them, you're not going to play in the game in 2 weeks. When we have our game, you won't play unless you get this fundraising done. And you know, I just hate that part. It's not part of coaching, but it's part of being real right here. We have to do it. We have problems here of long winters, and it's hard. We lose kids all throughout the system. We lose them in the winter, and they just don't seem to come back in the spring. I mean, they're here, but not there. And football is a main lever that kept them in school.
The players pay for their own uniforms, and there's no money for modern equipment. So with some rope and a steep hill, the Bears create their own Stairmaster.
Most high school football programs are financed through the high school, through the school system, and this one isn't. The high school has input as far as what we do and what we can't do, but there isn't any money that comes through the high school. All the money comes from the community.
Did you buy a truck ticket for the raffle? No, I didn't. Oh, come on.
These kids play with their heart, their soul, and to some extent their wallet.
You know, it's not just about the X's and O's. It's about getting along with the guy, and it teaches them that it's okay to be different. Oh, yeah, we have Anglo, African American, Filipino, Native American, Tongan. It's a great cross culture. And I tell them that, hey, all it takes is all you got. Don't leave anything on that sideline. Once you cross those lines, guys, sell your soul. Sell your soul for each other.
We hit harder, I think. Yeah, you know, we're probably the hardest hitting team in Alaska.
All the hard work, all the fundraising is directed towards one goal, giving the Juneau team a chance to compete against the bigger, richer Alaskan schools. It's a struggle that takes everything the players and the town have to give, but they give it week after week so their team can line up and play.
The kids never complain about not getting the locker room. They never complain about getting wet and dirty and have to catch the bus and ride it home. They just never complain. Well, that heart of the field, and the way we tackle 6, 7, 8 guys at a time. If you've got your shoulder facing down, and you're getting piled on, it's not good for it.
It's a home field advantage. I tell them all the time, guys, this is our house, this is our place. No one wants to play on this field.
When the visitors come and they look at the dirt field and say, gee, I don't know if I want to dive for that ball.
And they don't like it, but we don't care.
These kids have taken on the Giants out of Anchorage. You know, it's a David and Goliath thing.
These guys that we're playing have the fastest 4 guys in the state on their team. They won the state high school champion 4x100 relay team. We're not kicking it deep.
Come on, crush him! Come on! Yeah, come on, rip on! Hey, Clark! Nice work!
Juneau leads Alaska in football attendance. 5,000 people attend the home games. That's 1/5 of Juneau's total population. Bartlett High School is a 2-time state champion. Early in the game, their size and speed frustrates the Juneau players.
Well, he couldn't pass it because we didn't have a block in the back.
When he's on the run all the time.
Son, he could not do it.
Get in there and hit him! Every single play! You! Everybody! Let's go! I want to score! We'll take it.
Beautiful play on that arm. Beautiful. Yeah, that guy's not going to be here. We're going to do the same thing. Let's go! Let's go!
That was taking them out of their game plan.
In the second half, the skies open. A cold rain makes the field even more treacherous.
Coach Galloway, get out of the way, Coach.
And the aggressive Bears take control of the game.
Keep it up, Chad. Keep it up, baby. Keep it up.
The Juneau field plays no favorites. It bruises the home team and visitors alike. The difference is the Juneau players can't wait to get back in the game. Juneau completes the route to Bartlett High and earns its first ever trip to the state playoffs. The victory belongs not only to the Juneau players, but to the entire community, which has kept alive a team and a dream on the last frontier of Football America. Football behind bars. These inmates are in a league of their own.
The aerial assault. It's what every quarterback dreams of, dismantling a defense with precision passing. But for one NFL quarterback, the air holds a different allure. This field general pilots fighter planes, so the next time you see him pick apart an opponent, remember, Drew knows air. Bills, Patriots, Sunday, October 27th at 7. The NFL's on TNT. Don't miss a game.
Hello? Peter, pick up the phone. I hope you left already.
Evening.
Traffic is insane. I don't know how you're going to get across town. Anyway, everybody is here.
You know those pants that go from work to after work without missing a beat?
And there was an accident on the bridge.
These are those pants.
I hope you're not stuck someplace.
These are Slate's.
Ooh, looks like McCulloch's been busy making more than chainsaws.
Are you kidding? Give me that. Let me see.
After 50 years of making America's premier chainsaw, McCulloch is ready to go to work all over the yard with McCulloch gas and electric blowers, McCulloch hedge trimmers, McCulloch gas and electric string trimmers, plus a complete line of affordable gas and electric yard equipment that's chainsaw tough. Put McCulloch to work all over your yard.
And people call us busy?
This is an 83 Malibu. We got it for a wedding present. It's got a lot of sentimental value. Got a few dings, but it has almost 300,000 miles. This car has been a car, a truck. It's been everything. I've done all my own maintenance on this car. I've been adding Slick 50 regularly, and it continues to run so great. I've used Slick 50 from the moment I got this car as a gift. My son's into karate. He's very good. We take him to his lessons. We put 400 to 500 miles a week on this car.
There are miles and miles of Slick 50 stories. That's why it's America's favorite engine treatment.
I have now been off the Nicotrol patch for exactly 1 month. Using the Nicotrol patch, there was only the one dosage. And that made it very simple to use. You didn't have to worry about different phases and different steps that you had to go through.
New Nicotrol, a whole new and simple way to help you quit. Only Nicotrol has a 6-week program, not 10 weeks like the other patch or 12 weeks like the gum.
I didn't stop, I've quit. And to stop is momentarily. To quit is for good, and that's what I've done.
6 weeks, 1 step. Take control with Nicotrol.
Unchain the big boys and watch them rip into action 100% live on WCW Monday Nitro every Monday night at 8 on TNT.
Wouldn't it be great to see some pictures of people doing brilliant stuff for a change? Well, come buy a BMW from Charles Evans. Maybe we'll take your picture.
Getting a real BMW for $20,000 is merely brilliant. Getting one for less than that requires pure genius and a visit to Charles Evans BMW.
Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
What's all the hoopla about? Now, the Disney Channel is part of expanded basic service on Media One, which means you get even more terrific programming for the whole family on Media One at the same monthly rate. So what do you have to say about that?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Football behind bars. These inmates are in a league of their own. Football can be played anywhere, even inside the walls of a maximum security prison. In the State Correctional Institution at Graterford, the football program is run by the inmates for the inmates. The commissioner's Alan Puma Pressbury, whose love of football has sustained him throughout 2 decades behind bars.
First time I've ever been locked up, and it's a new experience for me, but I wish it would end. You know, 21 years is a long time for anybody. You know, do time. It's not getting any better either, it's getting worse. Never gets easy. Never, ever, ever gets easy. Life. With no chance of parole. If it weren't for the sports, I don't think I would be sitting here now doing this interview with you. You know, I'd probably be in the hole, locked up somewhere. Anytime I go on the football field, there's no wall there at all. It's just me and the guys on the other side of the ball in the field. That's it. No wall, nobody, you know, I can run forever. October the 6th will be the first scrimmage game. 2 teams starting the preseason off will probably be Headhunters and Demolition. Last year's champs. 2 teams that played in the championship. Regular schedule will consist of around 22 games. Each team will play 22 games. This will go all the way up to March, October 6th through March.
No player shall strike an opponent with his fist, forearm, elbow, knee, or kick during play. No player shall make any other contact with an opponent which is deemed unnecessary and which incites roughness.
Why is this all addressed to me? I'm just a physical player, that's all.
We have a lot of pent-up feelings. We have a lot of aggressions inside of us. And just like everybody else, we need an avenue to vent these frustrations. You know, for one thing, we are away from home. We've been here X number of years. We are away from our loved ones. You know, we can't enjoy the things out there that regular people do, that people who, of course, I say regular people, I mean, you know, you guys, for instance.
Hey, Mom, I'm going to Disneyland.
Going to Disneyland. This is a rough touch football league. Pity pack is no good. You understand what I mean by pity pack? In order to stop a play, you have to simultaneously tag the guy. This is no good. You can hit him, you know, knock him clean out, as long as you hit him legitimate.
You know, you want to leave all that aggression.
I'm on your ass!
You never want to take that back to the blocks with you, back to the general population, you know, because then it can really make for a real tense situation.
Hey, go and put the animals back in the cages now.
But now I have my sons in here with me. And they convicted him of the same thing. Matter of fact, it was 2 blocks from where I got convicted at. Same neighborhood, 2 blocks away. Almost on the same date. And that hurts me to my heart. You know, this is eating me up.
You know, under the circumstances, it's kind of tough, but, you know, we survived. He's the greatest guy in the world. My pop and Raynard, we had classes every Thursday. We go down there for about 2 hours, study all the rules. But I'm still learning. The guys up here are tough from the referees, so you got to be on top of your job.
You can't penalize us. They're on another team. Stop hollering at me, Rad.
Once the officials step off the field, they're no longer officials. You know, they're just regular inmates like the rest of us.
He can cheer for who he want to cheer for.
Big one. Next up on quarterback draft, who's representing the Seminoles?
6-foot pick yet.
Whose name? I'm going ahead and get this boy name. What's it called? Lemon.
You got Lemon. I'm a D-block. 64. You're on D-block.
No, I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Football is like, is my first love. That's the only thing I know how to do, man. Play football, man. I'm the littlest guy on the football field, and everybody know that I play hard when I get out there. So if I see a dude 6'1", 240 pounds, and he's sitting out there BSing around, I like to leap on him because I expect more out of him.
They made the decision already. Ain't in Roman. Let it go. They made the decision already.
Green pup. That's what you get for calling me a green pup. Green pup. They didn't tell y'all we shut them out last week, did they? The week before that, what we do to y'all? I didn't kill nobody, Buck. I made a mistake, but I want to clear that up. I got 63 points in the last 3 games, and you tell me how I done that. Game over, Holmes. The game is over.
Leader of the pack, just ended my prime. Sentenced to the pen, introduced to some hard times. My so-called homies was gone, but I still held on. The brotherhood was strong.
We'll win the championship, man. That's all I want to know.
We are.
Yeah.
Headhunters ain't got no squad.
You don't even believe
Who else
that.
you got to worry about? Not the Raiders, the underground going. The Headhunters, they're going to get body snatched in the championship regardless who they play. So it's just us two right here. Them listening to Predators.
29. Go ahead. Wrong. 36.
We need the 2 top coaches to pick from each team. And they'll probably pick 5 players from each team. That's going to be the All-Star game. We'll be playing all NFL rules on that one there. Won't be any rough touch rules. Almost everything goes except the head shots. Full tackle. Without the equipment.
You have to keep your head. You have to keep your head. We're not fighting the referee. We're fighting the other team. Let's hit somebody today. Defense!
This is what I live for. One day of hitting. One day of hitting.
That are not involved in it, they're walking around being locked up all the time, doing negative things, you know, want to fight guards, and that's not what's happening. What's happening is getting out. You always have to stay focused. What's your priorities? And the #1 priority is to be free, you know. Not jumping over the wall, escaping and all that, going through the court system and having them release you, you know. That's my biggest point right now. Getting out through the front door, walking out through the front door. I just love the game, you know. Every aspect of the game I love. You know, it's like sitting here watching this. I'm mad now because I'm not on TV with them. You know what I mean?
Stay tuned for Football America on a different scale.
For 36 years, Dr. Pearl has believed in providing the best in value. And now at Pearl Vision, we're celebrating our anniversary with a fantastic frame sale. All our frames are 50% off, every one reduced by half. But hurry, Pearl's Founders Day sale ends soon.
Salmon on the menu today, and the special is served with mango.
Did you say tango?
I'd love to.
You know those pants that are made out of fabric that knows how to move? These are those pants.
I'll have the special.
These are slates.
Can MasterCard help stop a thief?
Bye-bye.
Any credit card can make you feel secure when you have it. But how many can protect you as well as MasterCard when they're lost or stolen?
Here you go.
The answer lies in the tamper-resistant panel that MasterCard pioneered. It makes a stolen credit card practically useless. And your MasterCard even more secure.
They say Gateway 2000 changed how the world buys computers. Factory direct over the phone. Now we bring you Destination.
It's a big screen PC.
This is cool.
It is TV and a computer.
Shoot. Oh my gosh.
He's gonna want one of these, you know.
Where does it come from?
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Gateway computers feature the Intel Pentium processor. To find out more about Destination or our other PCs, call 1-800-GATEWAY. You've got a friend in the business.
Last year I was a rookie.
I made a few rookie mistakes. Ouch! But this year, I'm a seasoned pro. So when I see an opening, I'm gone.
That's why you'll find Rashawn Salam at Champ Sports. It's the place seasoned pros like him get the authentic Reebok stuff, like the Reebok Vicious Mid-Trainers.
Nice.
Cool wind shirts. And the new Odyssey jackets.
He must be a rookie.
Champ Sports, 1-800-2-BE-FIRST.
For 36 years, Dr. Pearl has believed in providing the best in value. And now at Pearl Vision, we're celebrating our anniversary with a fantastic frame sale. All our frames are 50% off, every one reduced by half. But hurry, Pearl's Founders Day sale ends soon.
Coming to TNT, the manhunt of the century for the murderer of millions.
My sister's boy was about your son's age, and you killed him.
Turner Network Television presents Academy Award winner Robert Duvall in a true story.
He was Jewish, wasn't he?
The Man Who Captured Eichmann. See the world premiere Sunday, November 10th on TNT, the best movie studio on television.
We return with the Friday Night Lights of Texas high school football. Football is a religion in Texas, and nowhere is the congregation more fervent than in Stephenville, home of the two-time state champions.
High school football gets no better than it is in Stephenville, Texas. We make more noise no matter where we go than anybody else. You'll see tonight we have the home field advantage definitely in Stephenville.
Take that spirit, add thousands of ball bearings from the local factory, shake well, and you have the sound of Stephenville football. The Friday Night Lights burn with a fiery passion here. When the Yellow Jackets take the field, the whole town shuts down, and the death rattle of the Can fans can be heard for miles.
Don't wait on it, Kyle!
This is Texas high school football. Everything is big time. Team mascots, coaches in the press box, a blimp overhead, 100-piece marching band, and battalions of cheerleaders. 200 miles to the west, deep in the Panhandle, the game has a different look. It's smaller in scale, but comparable in feeling. And in these games, the linebackers keep playing at halftime.
1, 2, 3, go!
Here, when a high school team takes the field, it has only 6 players. Six-man football was created 60 years ago for high schools with fewer than 80 students. The game originated in Nebraska, but it flourished in the cattle country of West Texas, where there is more acreage than people. It's a wide-open game for the wide-open spaces. The smallest of the small schools is Guthrie. Only 9 boys suit up. 3 are freshmen. Seth Walker is the only senior. Guthrie is a lonely outpost along Highway 114, midway between Abilene and Lubbock. There are 400 residents in the county and only 20 students in the high school. It's a 1-hour drive to the nearest movie theater and 90 miles to a shopping mall. This is a land suspended in time, moving at its own pace, with a way of life that has changed very little since frontier days. When Seth is not in class or playing football, he's a working hand on his father's 100,000-acre cattle ranch.
He'll be a cowboy. He is a cowboy.
You might catch me at a rodeo, and the next day I may show up at school looking like Mr. GQ.
This is the big seniors of Guthrie High School. That was the senior class that just went by, both of them. These kids here just, you know, it's yes sir and no sir, and you don't have any drug problems here, and things like that. And it reminds me of my childhood when I was raised in the 50s, that, you know, it just sort of a rural area, still has that characteristic of rural America. And football is a thing on Friday night that people really like here. And in six-man ball, you have to really be real intense and play your position, because one kid get out of position can cause a touchdown, or miss a block can cause a, you know, a loss of yardage. Step up, stay strong. Oh, let's see, you just make contact and then keep sliding with you. You got to keep pushing him to the outside. Once you make contact, can't bounce off. You got to make contact and push. Let's go.
Going back and watching 11-man now, especially high school games, they're really, you know, boring to an extent. As some of the rule differences are fields 80 yards instead of 100 yards. Instead of 10 yards for a first down, you've got 15 yards. Every player is an eligible receiver. Quarterback can't run until there's been an exchange made. Six-man is a lot faster. It's more of a spectator's game. It's a lot more entertaining. Not unusual to see a 80-something to 60-something score. Anytime you're 45 points ahead at halftime or beyond, then the game is called.
Do not take rule lightly, even though they haven't won a game. Do not take them lightly. You're 5-0, and you've got there through hard work, proper execution of the game, and then believing in one another. Let's do it Friday night.
They called us a baby team, Guthrie, and because we lost all our other good players. From last year, all our seniors went, see. So Lubbock put it out that we were just a baby team at first. And look at us, we're kicking it. Around here, we don't have no dances or nothing, so football is our thing.
Against rule, Seth sets the tone early. He returns the opening kickoff for his 26th touchdown of the season. The next time Seth touches the ball, he scores again.
Good luck, Brandon!
Guthrie needs only a half to win by the 45-point rule. The unbeaten Jaguars know that tougher challenges lie ahead. Their goal is the state playoffs. As the senior choir rehearses, Seth thinks ahead to the showdown with arch-rival Jayton. The winner advances to the state playoffs.
You know Jayton, with their #1 fingers in the air, they think they're just gonna breeze by Guthrie. So I'll make them a dare. And they're wishing they never sent those underwear.
Nah, that's right there.
It's no fear, no guts, no glory. We're gonna win, that's the end of the story.
Jayton is the top-ranked team in the district. Seth will have to fight for every yard tonight. Emotions run high, even for mild-mannered Harvey Wellman.
Water, Rob! Water! Good God! Managers, I want water ready the next time. Sitting on your can doing nothing.
As Guthrie's lone weapon, Seth is a marked man.
Lane in, baby, spear! Hey, what that boy gonna get hurt from that? It's over. #1 is gonna get you. He gonna let them do that crap, but he won't let us. Seth! Seth, don't back off of it! Don't back off of it! Lane here! Lane here! Throw the flags! Throw the flags!
Getting colder, isn't it?
A cold front moves in for the second half. The temperature drops 30 degrees in 1 hour. Jayton has 26 players to Guthrie's 9, and with each series, they wear Guthrie down. Even when the Jaguars gang tackle, Jayton finds a way out. Guthrie's dream of a championship flickers and dies in the cold West Texas wind.
You guys want it too dang easy.
Let's have fun, baby. Let's go. Ready? One, two. Huh? They're kicking to us, Bradley. God almighty.
It was time for one last kickoff. For Seth Walker, it's the final carry of his football career. He makes it one to remember. Guthrie loses the game, but Seth has given his all to the Friday Night Lights.
And if I don't put out all I have, then I couldn't live with myself, not knowing that I didn't give it all I had every play, every game.
All right, I've enjoyed you. I'm gonna miss you, Biggin. I'll miss you.
I don't know if I'm that good a player, if I would have been, if looked at that much more in 11 man. That's just something I'll always wonder about. The fact that I lost doesn't bother me, but the fact that I probably won't play ball again is kind of, it'll hit me later. It hadn't hit me now, but it'll by halfway through the year and I'm just sitting around watching on TV, it'll hit me then.
Coming up next, a school where actions speak louder than words.
I want them to remember all year long, the toughest team we played this year, that was Gallaudet. That's Bison pride.
Here are 2 more chances to relive the glory of America's passion. Get into Football America next. And tomorrow night at 9, imagine traveling cross-country with the most annoying person in the world. Check out Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin in Midnight Run.
Football America on TNT is brought to you by Gillette Sensor XL and the Gillette Series. Gillette, the best a man can get. And by Reebok.
Face it, no other razor shaves closer or with more comfort than Gillette Sensor XL. Soft microfins that protect your skin and individually spring-mounted twin blades that adjust to your face. No razor feels more comfortable during your shave or leaves your face smoother after. Gillette Sensor XL. And try new Gillette Aftershave, a splash that moisturizes as it refreshes.
Last year I was a rookie. I made a few rookie mistakes. Ouch! But this year, I'm a seasoned pro. So when I see an opening, I'm gone.
That's why you'll find Rashawn Salam at Champ Sports. It's the place seasoned pros like him get the authentic Reebok stuff, like the Reebok Vicious Mid-Trainers.
Nice.
Cool wind shirts. And the new Odyssey jackets.
He must be a rookie.
Champ Sports. 1-800-2-BE-FIRST.
Cover for me.
I've got the plans.
You got your pill. You can't be taken alive.
I saw you on the monitors. Your clothes, they're casual, yet appropriate.
City casuals look good at the office, no matter what kind of day you're having. Hager, stuff you can wear.
If you think stress is tough on you, consider your engine. Traffic jams, towing and hauling, even idling can lead to damaging wear. That's why Castrol is introducing Syntec Blend, the only synthetic blend that combines Castrol conventional oil and Syntec molecular components for greater protection than conventional oil in severe driving conditions, because too much stress can be fatal. Castrol Syntec Blend, added protection for severe driving conditions.
Bills Patriots, Sunday, October 27th at 7 on TNT. Don't miss a game.
It's here. Let me feel it. 97-626 LX5. I want to touch it. Customized by Mazda. I want to hold it in my hand. With air, cruise control, cassette stereo, power windows and locks, and more. $17,895. Or lease for $219 a month, $500 down. I'm never gonna let go. Mazda, customized for value. 626. I got a passion for the road.
What can you buy for a penny? How about road improvements to end congestion? More fire stations and police on patrol. New parks and green space protected from development. Safer intersections and sidewalks near schools. And a 10% cut in property taxes. All for a 1-cent sales tax that everyone pays. Vote to reinstate the special 1-cent sales tax in Gwinnett.
Football is more than a game. It's a thread connecting generations. It's a spirit that defines who we are. Football America, celebrating our national passion. Football America, now in bookstores everywhere.
Football in the nation's capital. The beat of a drum and a proud tradition. In Washington, D.C., every landmark tells a story of the American spirit, of challenges met and overcome. Just a few blocks from the nation's capital, there's a school built on that spirit, Gallaudet University, home of the Bison. Football at Gallaudet looks like football played anywhere. The players run, they jump, they hit. The coaches signal in plays, but unlike any other team, at Gallaudet the players send signals back. The Bison are America's only deaf college football team.
Come on, fellas, concentrate, concentrate. Come on, come on. Each play is important. Each play is important, fellas.
Gallaudet's football tradition dates back more than 100 years. The contribution its players have made to the game changed football forever. In 1890, the Gallaudet players looked for a way to plot strategy without the opponents stealing their hand signals. They moved several yards off the ball and formed a circle so the other team could not see the quarterback signing. The Gallaudet players called this formation a huddle, and soon every team in America was using it. Gallaudet brought another innovation to the game, the drum.
We started the drum back in 1970, and of course, we didn't know if it was going to work or not. We don't know what we'd do without it now. When the drum's broken, we say, all right, let's try without the drum. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. Nobody's in sync. We can't really make it work now without the drum.
At the mainstream school that I went to, I would have to depend on my eyesight and visually knowing what's going on. But here I can hear the drum or I can feel it.
At Gallaudet, the drum is like a coach. The players feel its vibration and respond. The drum signals the start of practice and the end of stretching. It begins each drill. And no team member is more important than the drummer.
I'm a very important person. I'm the person that even starts the game and starts every play. Without the drum, then the game wouldn't even happen. Yeah, we're definitely important in that way. I hit it once. If they don't move, I hit it again. If they don't move, I hit it again. It's really no technique to it. You just hit it. It's fun. Every time there's a touchdown, I feel like I actually did it. And in a way, I did, because we actually started that whole series of plays.
When the opposing team are over-aggressive, the drum really frustrates them because of the different counts that we go on.
They do catch you. It's not something you see every week, so it's something you got to prepare for. And you know, if we only jump both sides a couple times there, I'll be happy.
Should be on them. Should be on them.
Anticipating the drum can also be a problem for Bison players, but for them, the penalty is more than just 5 yards.
You're going to find me a hill here, and you owe me push-ups. That was early. On one.
We can bring out Bison wide.
Assistant coach Aaron Jackson played college football at North Carolina and with Cincinnati in the NFL. But the drum was nothing new for him when he arrived at Gallaudet. He's been following the beat since he was a boy.
I've heard this drum all my life because I grew up in this neighborhood. I used to come here with my friends and we used to run around the place, you know, and get kicked off the campus and, you know, come back and get kicked off again. I never guessed that I would be here coaching one day. scoop.
Jackson knew no sign language when he joined the Bison staff in 1995. But on the field, he has no trouble getting his point across.
After I decided that I was going to take the job at Gallaudet, I studied by myself in the mirror at home, and I got the basics down. You have to beat him. You scared of him? Okay, come on. Kick his butt.
He'll tell you the truth. He's honest with people. If you're not a good football player, he'll tell you. If you're a good football player, he'll tell you. If you're doing something wrong, he'll tell you.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, man. Look, you got embarrassed that play. Linebackers, look at him. Look at him. I'm not the kind of coach that's going to tolerate a lot of mistakes. You're going to be on the bench with me. You made one mistake? Nah, you've made too many. You're making one now. You're not the only player on this team. You need to respect your linemen and your other players. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And him, and him, and him. Let them play football. That's your biggest problem. When you learn that, then you'll be fine.
Like most successful coaches, Jackson is demanding, yet supportive. His goal is to see the players improve.
That's a nice job. A lot of our kids are behind with the basic fundamentals. So the different thing here is that if you want to be a coach in football here, you're going to have to be a real teacher, because you're going to have patience and the understanding that these kids just don't understand the true basics of football. My job here is to teach them. Good job. Get, quick, hit. Try. Okay. Don't you love this? Football is a game I've been playing since I've been 5 years old, and I've been excited about it ever since. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Great job. Great job. Yes, that's how I want you to feel it. Football has given me a chance to grow up. Football's given me a chance to escape from a tough inner city life. There we go, yes, baby! It's important to me, and I'm here to give what I have to Gallaudet. Great job, Lon! Yeah!
Coach Ann, he like a father to me. He always says it takes a special person to play football. Coach Ann, he just taught me a whole lot. He taught me more than football. He taught me life.
Rich Pelletier is head football coach and athletic director at Gallaudet. Pelletier played for the Bison and graduated from the school in 1975. He has been part of the Gallaudet family for 25 years, and his affection for the school and the game continues to grow.
I just love football. It comes from within, and there's so much challenge as a coach. You know, it's sort of like a chess game. You got to prepare for the game. It's a lot of fun trying to outsmart the opponent, you know, take advantage of their weaknesses, make your adjustments. You know, that's the fun part of coaching, trying to teach the players, get them fired up.
In our games and all we've had this season, what they saw was not Gallaudet Bison football. I want to see Gallaudet Bisons out there on the field today. Let's show them what Gallaudet football's about. Show courage. Come on. Give everything you have. Don't save a thing. Don't save a thing. We're playing football. I know that you can beat them. I know you can. I know we will.
A game at Gallaudet begins like a game at any other school, with the national anthem. But there is no music, no singing, only signs.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I love football.
You got to have the heart to play football. It's like a war. I hope you can understand my signs because of my finger.
I love football. I have to participate in football.
The Bison have just 4 winning seasons since 1930. But their heart, like their drum, still beats strong. Like all teams, the Bison play to win. They want to give their fans a reason to cheer, even if most of them will never hear it.
It would be nice to hear it for once. You know, I feel what it would be like, but it would be nice to hear what it feels like.
Their goal is not to be seen as a good deaf team, but simply a good team. One full of Bison pride.
I always want to get respect from the opponents. I want the opponents to leave the field remembering how tough we are. I want them to remember all year long. The toughest team we played this year, that was Gallaudet. That's Bison pride.
I feel we're the same as the Heron people. We can play the same. We can do anything that a Heron team can do. It shows something to people. It makes people think. You have Bison pride. Never give up.
A lot of people don't realize that death is not a handicap. You know, it's just something that happens. And it don't stop you from doing anything. To compete, we have heart. I have no fear. I'm a football player.
Whether we win or lose, doesn't matter. We still have the heart to play. Bison pride.
At Gallaudet as elsewhere, the game is ongoing. Seasons change, but the game of football keeps a steady beat in the heartland of America. In Juneau, Alaska, one season ends, and the next day, fundraising for a new season begins.
But it makes it a whole lot easier, and it'll make a big difference with our kids as well.
The community has 9 months to raise $100,000.
We're here to ask help.
In the sandlots, as usual, no one is watching. But 61-year-old Bob Blecken begins the 46th season of his miraculous career. Now fully retired, Gary and Dorothy Steffi can finally take that dream vacation to Niagara Falls.
How is it?
It's water.
John Yacino is back at summer camp, but with a new team, Hazelton High.
Only the names change. You all do it the same. Terrible.
Tony Zimmerman has earned a scholarship to the University of Pittsburgh, where he hopes to follow in the footsteps of another quarterback named Marino. In Guthrie, Texas, the senior class looks to the future, and Seth Walker honors his football past.
Y'all have given me the little things that will get me through my life. I'm going to make it because of the little things. God bless. Thank you.
Demolition wins the prison championship and celebrates a fleeting moment of freedom.
We'd like to thank Alan Poole Presbury, Commissioner, for running a fine program. That's all. That's great.
Gene and Doc Murphy bring their team back from defeat to win the Mississippi State title.
Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am, you can. Got a great wife.
North Dakota State gets a rematch with North Dakota in the Division II playoffs. And this time, the Bison win the game. So it goes on this timeless cycle of football America. A game that has become a common denominator of uncommon emotion. A tie that binds the most diverse population on Earth. Listen, and you can hear it, growing ever stronger. The unmistakable rhythm of football America.
Good friends are hard to come by, especially if you hate their guts. Get on Robert De Niro's good side and watch Midnight Run tomorrow night at 9 on TNT Saturday Nitro. Now you can cheer for the Friday night heroes and the small college stars in the film that takes you to the heart of the game. TNT and NFL Films present Football America, next on TNT.